about this? Let's start with you, Arashi.
I think for this game, I'm gonna say that Alter Ego has the more flexible composition. I prefer the way they're able to actually do a lot of things: split push, engage, kite back as well, and they have guarantees in the early game as well as the late game, and they have that AOE crowd control we've been desperately wanting to see from them. So I think I'll go with Alter Ego for this game.
Well, do you want to answer first, Eterna, Alter Ego or EVOS?
Go ahead.
Well, for me, personally, I think Alter Ego will get it done here. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like they have the more multi-dimensional composition, whereas EVOS Legends, they dive, that's it. Melissa will provide damage in the back line, but I don't think it will be enough here. Let's see for ourselves the execution of both of these teams. Will Alter Ego get the equalizer in game number 2, or will EVOS Legends perhaps secure match point?
That definitely is the question, and I'm a big fan of CC, and it seems like the CC has fallen into the hands of Alter Ego Esports, and I want to see them be able to execute this to success, as it seems like both junglers here are starting to secure, and we see Wrecked once again on the Angela being a huge issue, a huge aggressor in that early game.
And as predicted, it's gonna be anti-mage with that XP lane Masha going towards Leo Murphy right now. Aggression.
This is the same way that EVO's Icon were able to beat Alter Ego X in the MDL. Pendragon was on the Masha in the XP lane, and my goodness, 1v4, 1v5, he was the one who escaped, and he got the kill.
Was it the
What
game where he went
happened?
with the multiple Sky Garden helmets?
Yes.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Multiple Sky Garden helmets. So he buys like 3, 4 Sky Garden helmets. I don't think Anti-Mage will do the same thing. I think he's going to go with like probably 1 Sky Guardian, Twilight Armor perhaps to add a little bit more damage. But yeah, still, Masha, super tanky and super... I swear, the damage just doesn't make sense. You'll see it, you'll see it, you'll see it.
The damage scales with his max HP, I think, and so the more HP he has, it kind of works out. It is ridiculous though, it's almost an exploit.
The thing is, we haven't seen much of Masha.
No.
So why
MPL.
hasn't she been played as much?
I think because of the new revamp, people have just been figuring her out, right? So they haven't really mastered the Zero yet, but a few players have in the MDL, like Pendragon. He was able to bring this Masha from the MDL into the MDL match in the grand finals 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, and still 100% win rate all across the board.
Interesting.
Right, so surprises in the playoff segment right now. Honestly, we did see a lot of it in the regular season.
We
I believe,
did.
right, so we haven't seen it in a while, but
we saw it as a roamer, not an XP lane.
yes, absolutely. So it won't serve the same purpose, but from the looks of it, EVOS can go for a very mean split push game, man. They have Baxia, that's pretty mobile. They have Melissa, mobile as well, running the sprint. Amazing at 1v1s, takes down towers really fast as well. And they have Angela. So if they want to play that macro game, that multiple lane pressure, EVOS Legends have the chance to do it right here.
Guys, the brand ambassadors, they were screaming for Omwawa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wee wee.
All like
There you go.
100
Hashtag
of them.
oh, wee wee, boys. Yeah? I mean, honestly, wow, what a Chad.
What a
Absolute
chat.
chance.
Just using Axe.
It's still
Yes.
Arashi for me though.
Arashi
Ooh.
Hoshi.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Arashi Hoshi, let's talk about the drafts real quick here.
Uh-huh.
Why do you like Alter? Like, can you dive deep into your opinion? Why do you like Alter Ego better?
Because I think that if you look at... I'm big on crowd control, yes? And so for the side of EVOS, yes, there is crowd control, but it's very limited. The best you can do is hit someone with the Shield Unity, and then follow it up with,
A yin yang overturn.
a Yin and Overturn, or you can go with Angela's route as well. But those are really slow to come out. It's not as dynamic. So if Alter Ego is ever in a weird spot, let's say Pi, right, on the Esmeralda is out of position. If you want to punish that mistake, you can't do it because the CC is just too slow. And that's exactly why he's running the sprint, right? He doesn't even need to run Purify right now. I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken, Pi is running sprint on the Esmeralda. So if he gets rolling and he just like activates that sprint and runs through the whole team, EVOS don't really have an answer for that either.
I'm a bit scared though, because when I think about the combo, the I'm offended by Ruby, let's say, hits onto the melee heroes from the side of EVOS Legends, right? Let's say Baxi as well as Masha. If the Kagura and the Melissa are free to hit from the backline, I think the Yin Yang Overturn can obliterate Ruby, no?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it comes down to, are they clumped up, you see?
Yeah.
So the solution for Alter Ego can be to space out a bit more. And for EVOS though, if someone gets hit by the Falling Star Moon or the I'm Offended, you don't really have the chance to like just counter it by movement or positioning. That's why I think that Alter Ego will have a better chance. But of course, execution will be key here. If EVOS can split up the map, avoid any kind of team fight, and play that split push game we're talking about, they have a very good chance at making sure that team fights are just not a thing in game number 2.
It's hard for me to picture the early game because when it comes down to it, they both have assassin junglers, right? They do both have the Lilia, they have the Kogura, who relatively clears extremely fast as well in that mid side. So how in your head does the neutral objective competition happen?
I think Alter Ego with the superior crowd control will be able to get control initially, and if EVOS wants to go for the play, right, like a steal for example, or a pickoff, they can try and do so, but I think the person who will always get the first degree of control will be Alter Ego. And then it's from then on, it's how well EVOS can play around, pull them in directions, and how well Alter Ego can essentially hang on to that control and play around with the vision game, right?
Yeah, the pick game is going to be huge for the side of Alter Ego, especially with their composition here. Ling, definitely going to... They're going to try to isolate these members with Ling. Maybe even look for a gold lead early on with the Demon Slayer emblem, whereas Fairsick, who is on the Baksha, has gone for the same routes. So he's not going for the tank emblem like Hai in match number 1. He's going for the Demon Slayer emblem as well. But finally, we're going to get into the game once again. Ladies and gentlemen, EVOS Legends with the gold lead. A slight recap as they were the ones who were able to secure this early lead. And it's mostly because of, again, Clover on this Melissa. More pressure in the lane, better trades, and more range.
Yeah, and an additional aggressiveness coming in from that Masha as well, as she was able to roam around that map and into the jungle of Alter Ego Esports. And I think Alter Ego Esports, they're trying to like duplicate the same pressure, but it's not as easy to bully a Baxia than a Ling.
Exactly. And you like to mention that the battle spells, right? The battle spells, it seems to be very... this battle spell Sprint has been very popular, and now Wrecked and Anti-Mage are both using it, as well as Pi. So with hard CC being less than effective, I think the more dynamic engage becomes that much more important.
Absolutely, but look at Pi. He's going in very aggressively onto Juan right now. Tempest Blades is ready for Selly Boy, but they do not overcommit. Anti-Mage down to only 2 HP bars, and that's going to be the Turtle slain by Fairsick. Right under Alter Ego's nose. They did that up top and they still didn't realize here. Clover has pressure on the bottom side like we mentioned, and this is what you're able to do with this Melissa. Use the Inspire on to the turret, and that's a lot of gold taken by Clover.
What? I didn't even see that happening from the side of EVOS Legends. Fairsick was able to get that turtle with no one actually like realizing it, and that's huge. And this is something that we like to talk about from the side of EVOS Legends. Sure, they are aggressive, but that aggression is directly translated to the amount of objectives that they can get on the board. As it seems like Leo Murphy missed that I'm Offended.
Yeah, Leo Murphy unfortunately wasn't really on point on that I'm Offended. That's going to be the gold buff contested. Selly Boy picks it up.
With a basic attack, nonetheless.
Class.
So now, class. Right now, it's still very, very even. It will come down, I think, once the next objective is up. Right now, the ultimates are available as well, so both teams will be trying to get the advantage by macro or by preparing a trap. You know, MPL level teams love doing that.
Well, there you go. Renner will not be able to connect right there, but the goal is there for Clover to get out of Leo Murphy's range. Nibiru's Passion almost just silences his fate right there. Selly Boy jumps in onto Juan, still able to dodge away with the Yin Yang overturn still available. They can turn this around. Actually, it isn't available. Fairsick will pop the turn as voices, and there you go! Juan pops in the damage, the ultimate to Leo Murphy, but it will not be enough to take him down. Nino trying to deal the damage onto Fairsick right now as a hard guard will just be so sustainable. Nino does not get the clutch. Basic. One last hit would secure it, but it's not going to be enough. Wreck now going to be the target as it's a 1-for-1 trade. Both of the roamers traded back. Udo with the black shoe is going to be able to back up as Pi jumps in with the Falling Star Moon onto Clover. Not enough damage to take him down. But again, just a 1-for-1 trade. EVOS Legends still leading in gold, but Alter Ego will be able to turn the tides here with some damage onto the turret gold.
That was so close for both teams, to be honest. They nearly took them out, but it seems like Pi, once again, going very aggressively onto Juan here in that bottom side.
That's a lot of damage. And that is an interesting roam by Pi. He goes so far away from his initial lane, and Anti-Mage now is in a 1v2 situation as Celiboy goes for the turtle, but Fairsick will take the turtle right from under his nose yet again.
Wow, Fairsick on point, retribution. But this is a very intelligent lane swap, actually. Because the turtle was up top, they decided to lane swap early and get control up top. So a very clever game from Alter Ego, but unfortunately, they were a little bit late to the party, so it was still stolen away by Fairsick.
Right now, it comes down again to the control gameplay. Both these teams have been playing on their own side of the maps and fighting in the lanes. In the current meta that's so aggressive, as we can see from the emblems, right? A bunch of attack speed, a bunch of extra damage. They just have been playing a lot more passive. And I wonder how long that's going to last, because I believe both their compositions can do very well in the late game. It comes down to the execution.
Well, there you go. Celiboy caught in the bad situation. Tempest Blade is going to be able to turn the favor here, but Fairsick just dishes out the damage with the hard guard and Tortoise's poisons. He's going to be able to soak in so much. Pi uses the falling star moon defensively. I'm offended connecting onto Fairsick with a stun as well, but he is still going to be able to sustain really, really well here with the Tortoise's poisons and the hard guard. They're putting their sights onto the bottom side with it being pushed up. Nino has nowhere to go, stunned up, and the damage will come through from Clover to finish it off. Fairsick picks up the kill. Leo Murphy looking for a trade here, but it is just going to be the turret in the bottom side taken down. Fairsick caught in the bad situation again, but the burst will not be able to take him down. He's still able to sustain back up. Clover pops in the doll, puts in the damage, and will just back up.
That's so insane by the side of EVOS Legends. They're able to get another objective on the board, and it seems like EVOS Legends here, as well as Alter Ego, they are in a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, one flickers out of there. Fairsick gonna be caught in the I'm offended, but that's gonna be Clover once again with the flanks! They go away! Secures the enemy's fate as he literally locks them down. They weren't able to get out, and EVOS now are looking for another kill on the board. Pi is gonna get tied up by Rex in mobility, and there you have it. One anti-mage picking up the scraps. Rex takes the kill. Very interesting. But Nino will be able to take a trade, at least in the mid lane. Flickers out of Fairsick's range as well.
And Fairsick survived all that? That is super huge. But as a response, EVOS Legends have actually taken a neutral objective in that top turret. And it seems like they are pushing for the turtle and will be able to get that turtle. So a 3,000 gold lead for the side of EVOS Legends here in the 7th minute. This is like a similar situation that we saw in game number 1, as now we're going to take a look at the items.
Bleeding time already completed for Rex, so that hard guard is going to be very, very spammable. And Clover already with the Windtalker as well as the Demon Hunter Sword doing a lot of damage, especially with that bonus max HP damage. That is a Melissa that you can't leave alone. Right now, honestly, EVOS Legends is just outmaneuvering Alter Ego. They're just a lot faster and they're arriving places because of the shield unity. And even afterwards, Fairsick is just so obnoxious by being so tanky and doing so much damage. This is the Baxia-Angela combo that is just such a problem. And yet again, Fairsick will be able to contest that purple buff and take it away from the hands of Celiboy.
Did Masha take the buff from the side of Alter Ego Esports? Man, all the members from the side of EVOS Legends are able to roam around the map so easily and therefore dominate even the jungle for the side of Celiboy. How is he doing in terms of level here? Is he behind?
Oh,
he is behind one level here.
He is behind right now. Leo Murphy caught out, immobilized as well. And Fairsick, is he going to be able to take this kill? There you go. The backup from Clover as well. And it seems like Alter Ego, they're just everywhere, scrambling once again. It doesn't feel like they have a voice in this game. They're lost.
It is 8 minutes in the game right now, and all these fighters are at their strongest. Baxia as well as Masha on the side of EVOS Legends. These are heroes that can't really be dealt with by Alter Ego right now. They do not have enough damage. Nino and Celiboy will require a bit more time before they can actually do a lot more. Udil as well. So Alter Ego, they're still holding on to their mid turret. Fortunately, they can still maintain some degree of control, but EVOS Legends already making more aggressive moves all across the map, and they have a chance to just go for the Lord and try and end the game as fast as possible.
When I looked at both compositions before we dived into the game, I imagined it panning out so differently. I thought that Alter Ego Esports would be able to take the dub because of how much CC that they have, but it seems like EVOS Legends, with their composition, they're going in for pickoffs all across the board.
Yeah, there you go. Pi jumps in for Falling Star Moon, but again, this Turtles' poisons from Fairsick. It feels like he's unkillable at this point, right? The only person who can really dish out the damage to him is Nino. But even then, I don't think he has the Malefic Roar just yet. Look at Clover. He's going to be able to zone away the tanky members, and there you go. Free Lord to the hands of EVOS Legends. Boy now backing up. His stats going to be Fairsick jumping with the shield unity, but instantly cancelled out by Leo Murphy. On the other side of the map, though, Anti-Mage. He's looking for his prey. Not going to be able to find anyone, but both teams disengaged. 5,000 gold lead for EVOS Legends.
Exactly, 5,000 gold lead. This is huge right now. And guys, don't forget to check out once again. Watch this on the big screen at Cinepolis as there is a buy one, get one promo here. As now EVOS Legends, they're picking up the pace.
Yeah, and I'm Offended will connect onto Fairsick. Nibiru's passion as well. Juan goes in the eating overturn. He gets in with the flicker onto three members as Masha. He just dives in under the base turret and he survives. Boy in the midst of it all will be taken down. Rex is on a killing spree. 2 for 0. This is what the Masha, yeah, I told you about the Masha. That's what he's able to do. He just dives in without a care in the world.
I mean, you gotta feel bad for Boy though. He tried his best to get Clover, but the go away, it was just too strong, man. He just couldn't get close.
Even after the go away left and he was able to use the Tempest of Blade, the problem was that the Melissa was able to just outmaneuver Boy as, oh my god, I'm trying to connect here, Mirko.
Oh, Juan is going to get taken down there, but again, it feels like it's just a distraction for them to pick up the turret in the bottom side for free. Alter Ego, once again, it feels like they, I don't know, it's so weird to say, it doesn't feel like they have a voice in this game. It's just EVO's controlling and their communication isn't really on point. I feel like, again, in some of these team fights, Boy goes in front. He dives alone. Pi, he's hesitant. He doesn't know whether he needs to follow it up or whether he needs to back up and maybe defend, protect Nino from Masha.
Right, I don't know. I really feel like they are trying their best. They do orchestrate some kind of pick-up attempts as much as possible, relying on Leo Murphy with the I'm Offended. But as of right now, no one they grab can actually be secured very easily. Clover can get out with, you know, the kid from the Melissa is just so obnoxious. Anti-Mage is too tanky. Fairsick is too tanky as well. So the only target that's really reliable is Juan. And as you can see, they were able to get the kill if Juan gets pulled. But how often is that? You know, he can actually avoid that with the umbrella as well.
Oh, Clover also itemized with Juan. So even if even if he is getting engaged on, he has like 2 optional resources to actually use. He can use his go away or he can use the Juan as well. As once again, EVOS Legends with a 7,000 gold lead here in the 12th minute. They really are just denying any source of jungle for the side of Alter Ego Esports at all. I mean, look at the players' gold here by Livin by Mandiri. It is Clover and Anti-Mage there in that top 2.
Closest to the top is still going to be Pi, but he is it's about 1,500 gold away from the next guy, right? Anti-Mage and Clover is just all the way up there. They're pushing their advantage as much as possible, and now they make a play towards Anti-Mage.
Yeah, Anti-Mage versus everybody here. Still 3 health bars, and that's the power of Masha. He goes back in, he does not care. And look, he's able to Oh my god, Anti-Mage with the help of Rex. 1v5, and he survives. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys in the draft. And man, oh man, a free Lord.
He didn't just go 1v5, Mirko. He actually chased the members of Alter Ego Esports down into the base behind the turret. What is going? This is broken.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, man. It's Arashi.
I mean, there was some assistance from Rekt as well, but that Masha pick is obscene, man. It just doesn't care what you have to throw at it. He just walks forward. And again, until Nino or Udil gets a lot more items, he really doesn't need to care at all. And as long as in every fight, Anti-Mage just keeps rushing at Nino, he doesn't have there's no counterplay. What is he gonna do? Burst down the 4 HP bars, the 2 HP bars? Not happening, man.
Look at his items, Arashi.
Yep, Anti-Mage right now. Twilight Armor, Sky Guardian Helmet. It's only a War Axe that's actually fully aggressive. Everything else is just HP and tankiness, and somehow he just one-shots Nino. I don't know.
Oh, Clover gets an I'm Offended there, and we cut in to Boy up top. It is going to be the kill there as Clover gets taken down with Rekt as well. A shutdown being picked up by Alter Ego in the mid lane. In the top side as well, though, Boy is going to be able to go for the kill, but Ron outplays him with the help of Fairsick. A 2-for-1 trade on the board out of nowhere from Alter Ego.
Unfortunately, Boy had to go down here, but it does seem like Alter Ego Esports, they are able to defend just a little bit longer. The tower in that top side was nearly taken from themselves as well. But for the moment, Alter Ego Esports, they are still able to defend this one as Pi goes on aggressively onto Versik, but is still able to disengage for now.
Oh my god, Leo Murphy with a very good read on the map. He gets the I'm offended onto one, and just like that, Versik is isolated. But look at Anti-Mage. He's hunting, and he's going for the kill. Nino gets taken down, and Anti-Mage is still running in, trying to take his former teammate down, Udil. Too slick for him though as he gets up, but he's going to be one jumping with a overturn. He's going to be able to burst Pi down. Something's going to be popped, but Sally Boy gets the kill. Will be traded back. A 3-for-1 for EVOS.
Oh no, a 3-for-1 for EVOS, which means that EVOS Legends, they do have the man advantage. It all goes down to what Leo Murphy and Udil does now.
At this point, it feels like even if they do their best, it's not going to be enough. Immobilized as Clover picks up the scraps. He picks up the kill, and Leo Murphy cannot handle the damage. 3 minion waves of full empowered minions will just jump into the base. EVOS match point 2-0.
2-0 for the White Tigers here. This is a huge statement, and look at all the fans from the side of EVOS Legends go crazy. Alter Ego Esports, they literally